Yo, what's good, YouTube? This your boy, Sippi King, back with another video. On this video, I want to talk about Office Depot worker fired. Real talk on Charlie Kirk's poster controversy. And this needs to be talked about. This is major, man. An Office Depot worker was seen on video refusing to print a poster of the deceased conservative activist Charlie Kirk for a vigil was fired. And when the managers found out about it, they reached out to the customers, but the young activist went elsewhere to get the vigil posters for Charlie Kirk's ceremony. And it's like the incident occurred Friday afternoon, which was yesterday, when the young conservative activist walked into Office Depot in Michigan. And they walked into the Office Depot asking for a vigil poster of Charlie Kirk. And the employee of Office Depot had rejected their request, saying, "We don't print on propaganda. This is propaganda. I'm sorry, we don't print that here." Like, those are the words of the employee. And other employees got involved too. See, this right here is a form of workplace discrimination, man. And that's real talk, workplace discrimination, because how you going to use your personal, how you going to use your personal political belief at your job, which is not in your rule book, or it's not in Office Depot policies, to use political views and their rules, as in who to print for, what you can print and what you cannot print. Like, that alone don't make sense. It don't add up. Because as long as I've been reading information about companies on social media, online, I've never seen not one rule or one policy under Office Depot that says you can't print posters for a conservative activist. Like, that alone don't make sense to me. Like, it don't say it in there. So to the employee who did that to them customers, to them young activists, like, basically you being discriminative. You know what I mean? You being discriminative, because how you gonna, like I said, how you gonna be, just because you don't agree with this person's belief or point of view, you want to deny them of a freaking poster. What's the big deal of not allowing these young guys to print out a vigil poster? Like, what's the big difference? Like, what the big deal? Like, it's not hurting nothing. So, but instead you want to be hateful and turn them down and tell them that, no, we don't do that here. You know what I mean? And this happen all the time, and not only in Office Depot, but also in other stores, retail outlets, and other places, printing shops. You have people that do this all the time. This is nothing new. The only reason why it's hitting the fan, because it's based on Charlie Kirk's passing, and Charlie Kirk's passing is a trending topic. That's the only reason this right here, this situation has hit the fan. But realize and recognize this happens all the time. This not nothing new. But this is the situation. The firing is controversial to some people. Like, some people feel like it was wrong of Office Depot to fire their employee all because of this. But me personally, I agree with it. You know, I feel like it's only right, because how you going to apply your personal belief at the workplace because you have a different political belief? That's nothing. You know, that I talked about this in multiple videos, you know, about people being hateful, being biased, being discriminative against other people because they have a different religion or they have a different political belief system, which is bullshit. excuse my French, but it's BS. You know what I mean? You can't do that. I mean, when you come to work, you supposed to treat your customers just like you want everyone else to treat you and your family. You wouldn't want nobody to do your mom like that, or your aunties or grannies. You wouldn't want nobody to do your people like that. So why you going to be that way towards other people? You are on a clock. You at the job. That's your job, is to print out the vital. You know what I mean? It's not your job to be hateful. That's not your job description. But obviously, seem like people don't care that they are hateful at the job. They are hateful at the workplace, which is hateful. It's lame. But political tensions are affecting the workplace in everyday workplace situations, you know what I mean, with co-workers and customers. But customers face these situations the worst more often, you know, and I see it. I've been through it. I know, you know, and this is a thought-provoking discussion, because there are situations that's rarely talked about, you know, like just in different ways. Like these situations, it pops off on the low. Sometimes it may pop off in McDonald's. It may pop off in Belk's, or, you know, a clothing store in the mall may go through this, you know, any store, any place, even a tire shop, even a automotive shop will treat you a certain way if they notice that you have a different political belief system or different religion. But this the world we live in, you know. It seems like people treat you according to what they believe. You can't treat people according to what you believe, you know. But you have to understand, activists exist for a reason. You have your different types of activists. You have your black activists. Then you have your conservative activists. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, conservative activists are young Caucasian guys that's in college, or that, you know, involved with technology a lot, you know, and they are posting blogs and other things of that nature, just to stress issues in society, talking about cultural issues, you know, and their personal belief system about the government. Those are the things that conservative activists talks about. And it's like some people disagree with that. Like they don't see things the way that people like Charlie Kirk and his followers and his people see things. You know, like I said, I may not agree with everything they believe in, but in reality, they still human. Like, I'm not going to hate him or hate his people just because of what they believe in, because that's being biased. And I'm not no biased person. I don't believe in being biased or hateful toward people for what they believe in, for what they stand for, you know. Because you have to think about it. You're not going to win that way anyway. You have the same problems in the black community. You have your own black brothers and sisters out there. Certain ones that are from certain walks of life, from higher places. They are very biased towards black people, they fellow black people, they fellow black comrades, because of what they believe in, religion, political views, and their outlook on life. People will look down on you just because of what you believe in. People will go the extra mile just to stop your friends from printing out a picture of you, saluting you for the things you have done and the type of person you were. That's a prime example of hate, social hate in society. You know what I'm saying? But I said whole mouthful. But anyway, y'all smash the like and subscribe button. I'm signing out. Until the next video, I'm out. Peace.